last session, so we'll just skip over that. There was some stuff, and you guys went in somewhere, and you got some things, and now you're done, and you're back. And actually, I don't think it's that simple because Snot Gargle has a job. Snot Gargle. Snot Gargle, the Prince Snot Gargle. I think you guys need to recognize. He's a prince of the biting ant tribe. Lots of princes. He's not even sure the queen missed him. He's got so many brothers and sisters. They're goblins. They have litters. So you guys went back to what was the name of that place? Let's bring up Port Nanzaro, the big map. Let's just test our internet connection currently and see how you guys like this map. Do you guys just take it? It's the big one because you can zoom way in. So you guys were at the House of Repose, which is in the market. Yeah, in the market ward, and this, and you were talking to Kaya. Remember her? So let's see, let's look at the conclusion of that quest. Oh yeah, there was dark mantles. You guys got to fight those dark mantles that were like covering your head and you couldn't see. Yeah, and Snot Gargle's lair. Let's see. Snot Gargle may be stealing, and he may have a giant poisonous snake named Snapdragon as a pet, but he's not evil, nor is he really even aware that what he was doing is wrong. Uh, Kaya will listen to his story and will see this goblin as something curious and possibly useful. She'll reward the players. Did you guys get your reward? The important things in life. Party sheet. I think we were like, okay, let's get the hell out of here. It's late. I don't I don't see any money. You guys should let's see, did they give me a parcel? No. Well, I don't know. There's 522 gold in the party. Does well in the spirit of we don't know, let's reward you guys anyways. I know it was 150 gold. So there you guys go. Some more money, 30 gold apiece. You can't spend it when I TPK you, so I just give it all out. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Better spend it while you got. So Kaya is taking Snarkarl Girl under her wing, and she decides she's going to educate him in the ways of the civilized people. And and she even allows Snapdragon to bring his pet. She's not afraid of snakes. He just has to clean up the poop because snake poop smells pretty bad. All right, so we'll just go with it. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on the 14th of Alturak, 1494. Yes, 1494 in Dale Reckoning time. So this is a campaign that takes place after the Time of Troubles. Actually, it's relatively new in the time frame of things. It's like present day almost. And is there looking over your character sheets and getting to know your characters again? Is there any questions before we get rolling on character introductions? Character and player introductions? No, everybody looks good. All right, well, let's start off with Sven. Why don't you tell us about Warwick? Give us a little short description of him. How about Jingo? Tell us a little bit about Smedley. Ah, and it could be the old Tortle that's with the party that's going to make him famous because Matakiri's playing Juku. Oop Tao. We all like Oop Tao. And good old Oop Tao. Well, Robin, with a Y, is playing Paige. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Paige? Fast libraries. Yep, it takes a book to get in the place. Was it like, you know, something you got to do from college kind of thing? Like, sorority. What's the? Yeah, the dissertation. It's part of your dissertation. I'm just tweaking to my camera just a little bit here. All right, and last but not least, Tane. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Tane? Hmm, famous. So, at what point do you actually get your little guide patch? Do you actually have to return safely with the group that you left with? Is it? Oh, so yeah, if you don't, pay up front for the stables, they kick the horse out, right? You only got a week, buddy. You better come out with some money. It sounds like Portlanzaro. Orphans represent, there's so many orphans in D&D, it's amazing. If you calculate how many characters in D&D are orphans, it's got to be 70%. Yeah, I mean, right? Right? You count how many orphans there are in the world today, It's not 70%, but I don't know any of those orphans that are actually adventurers. I mean, especially in Chult. I mean, dinosaurs can eat your family quick. Yeah, lots of undead too. All right, so we're gonna give you guys a hand wave of a couple of days in town. So I mean, I think I already calculated that in our calendar here. So you guys have a couple of days in Port Nanzaro to explore, go, do what you want, get a bath, clean up. I think you guys already have spent one good night in Port Nanzaro, got cleaned up, but some of you are still like bruised and banged up from being, I mean, your wrists and ankles are still kind of raw from being chained to the floor of a ship uh, for days on end. And you're really just getting your balance again, trying to figure out. Some of you, does some of your characters even know where Port Nanzaro's at? Everybody familiar with Port Nanzaro? Well, we know Tane does. Warwick, has your character ever been to Port Nanzaro? This is. And you were on that ship. The only person that wasn't on the ship is Paige, correct? Yeah, yeah. You probably booked passage or something. Uh, you could have. There were some strange goings on in the hold of that ship that you never really went down in. I don't know. I could, I could tie all that in. You were actually a passenger on that ship. You just don't know it. No, the goings on down in the hold was none of your concern. You had a nice little cushy cabin up top. I don't know. So anything specific that you guys want to do? Anybody think of anything? Yeah, sure. Well, let's take a look at shops here. And bre- a breastplate is 400 gold. It's he just pulls some money out of his robe that the part that Chad bought him. And breastplate one and breastplate two in the party sheet. We'll just do it easy that way. It's give some love, spread some love around. Yeah. Do you have those? You don't have one, do you? Let me give you one on the party sheet. Potion of healing. Well, you can just yeah drag that to your sheet and you can change the quantity. You can change the quantity and then put them back on the party sheet. you could use 4 probably, you wizard. An arrow plus 1. No one wants just an arrow plus 1. No one in the whole town wants an arrow plus 1. They're like, screw that. What are we gonna do with 1 arrow plus 1? It's so early start. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, they'll take 8 of them for sure. What did we say the value of that was? For the 8 is what I would say. Yes. So yeah, just yeah, because I gave you 8 with the roll of just 1, so yeah, 250 sounds fair. You guys are doing a great job at player inventory management. Keep it up. A plus 1 great axe. There's only one place to buy magical items in town, and that is the Thundering Lizard, which is over here. You guys have visited the Thundering Lizard. That's where you came in to town, and this is the list of magical items that you guys can buy. Remember, this is a shop, so only one of you can use it at a time. So there's the shop for purchasing things. Ooh, magic shops. All right, so the way the magic shop actually works is you are looking at a catalog. So you get to flip through the catalog and you get to select what you want. And these items are actually not here, but they have a magical device that can acquire these items pretty much that day. Just what do you mean a cost list of stuff? The prices are in the inventory. Didn't I? Didn't you just get the shop? I've shared it with everybody. You, there you go. That's why. That's the shop. So if no one's using it, you can drag items into the cart on the left from the right, and then it will subtract the gold from your character sheet when you hit the buy button. But only one person can use it at a time. You're more than welcome to calculate the amount of how many weapons there are versus other items and come up with the mostly. But yeah, anything is on this list. If you have the gold, they can get the item. If it's not on the list, it doesn't. It's not in town. This is the only place in town that has magical items for sale, and the items are not actually in town. They have to get correct. Now there are other ways to acquire magical items in Port Nanzaro. There's just no shops. But there are people that carry them around and may be willing to sell them. But how many people do you know that just carrying around a magical item and they just want to sell it? You never know. So the Thundering Lizard is probably the better place for you guys to hang out. It's more adventuring like, you know, adventurer like. And that's the player's handbook price. 400 gold. What the hell? Better you guys better buy up what you can now cuz I'm going to be going through that and changing some prices. There's going to be some. That's what I'm saying. I guarantee you the next time that table's brought up, it's going to be changed. So uh let's see. Hill Giant Potion. It's got a value of 250 is the way I do potions, and you'll get half that when you sell it. So 125. And what was the other item you wanted to see what you can get for? Oh, yeah, yeah, half or whatever. Two, two silver. I don't know, whatever copper. And keep in mind, I do um, let you buy all the potions of cure light and potions of climbing that you can carry because they're in the player's handbook. Since this is your first time really doing any shopping with any gold, you guys did look at this shop like before you went on the first quest under the under the in the sewers. Yeah, you didn't have any money. You're like, yeah, close. Flatulating. I would bet it's just a random roll when you put them in the. Yeah. Yeah, but it's trumpinated. It's a breastplate that's got like gold filigree around the edges, and it's just horrible looking, and no one really wants to pay much money for it. Not when there's an excess amount of it. So a gold car with gold plated trim and gold hubcaps would be okay. And gold interior. Oh my god. Just look at the ones you can afford. Well, your character's got a couple days. He's looking through this catalog like, oh, it's like the J.C. Penney's catalog. He's like, yes. Oh wow. He's kind of he's kind of stuck in the underwear section at the moment. So you guys are like hanging around the Thundering Lizard and whatnot, and you've guys got a tiny bit of recognition that you helped Kaya over at the other inn, do some things. But no major reputation currently, other than that you're upcoming adventurers, and you may also be taking a trek into the woods, right? That's into the jungle. You guys are jungle explorers, right? That's kind of how you're putting the word out. Like we need jungle stuff to do. And you're approached by a female. Let me see. Let me bring up her image. She's Chultan. She's got like dreads and beads in it. Uh, dark skinned Chultan, and she says, "My name is Azaka, and I am a jungle guide, but I could use your help as well." You give me a knowledge history if you want. Intelligence, kind of. Dilly doot. See what you know of Azaka. Yeah, you know Azaka is a jungle guide that is very selective of who she will guide for in the jungle. She's extremely selective, and if she likes the party, she doesn't typically charge a lot. She does it for the joy mainly. Well, when you look around the table, you kind of get the impression that these kind of people, since she's talking to you. So are you? So I'm kind of Azaka standing there, and you're having this conversation between the two characters. Is that? I'm just ah. You passed him a note. Do you know this guy? So Azaka says, I am a Zaka, and I am a jungle guide, and I am also in need of your help. Who speaks for this group? She's kind of glancing at Juku too. Tortle, are you from Chult? I don't recognize you. Hmm. Hmm. Many turtles live to the south end of Chult. Are you of that area? S- Snapping Turtle Bay, it is called. She says, and you, I know your face. She points to Tane. Ah, well, we don't cross paths because when I guide, we move quickly and quietly. We don't have bearers, we don't carry excess weight. You have to keep up with me. Hmm. And she says, something of mine has been stolen, and I need help recovering it. Perhaps a mutual exchange of services can be negotiated. You help me get my item back, and I'll help you for 10 days. Hmm. The creatures that have taken it are nasty, thieving, flying creatures. They call them terrafolk. They're beastly looking birds of prey, and they have taken it to their nest on top of whatever the DM forgot the name of. Firefinger, she says. It's a large. Firefinger is a pinnacle. It's a very tall column, some 300 foot tall spire of rock with smoke issuing from the flaming beacon. Yeah, probably have heard of it. I don't think you've been there. It's a it's a tourist attraction, you know. But it's dangerous because terrafolk live there. So you're like it's like Space Mountain, but through the hood. It's dangerous. It could be bad. Firefinger or bust. Like little hiking group camping. So she says, "Do you possess a map?" Who has the map? Which character has the map? Tane's like Tane pulls out a wad of of celebrity house locations in Port Nanzaro, like flyers, like you would in Hollywood. uh, familiar with Port Nanzaro. I think as a she just took our map. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to buy a new map. You don't know. Remember, she left her outside the gate with the horde of zombies pouring over the hill, so you're not sure if she survived or not. Remember, after the raid, you got in town, you're like, we don't care. No, they'll have it that day, so you can go ahead and get it. It's to prevent you guys from running into town, buying something, and leaving again. So you gotta wait on it. Yeah, so- he's gonna come back. He's got all these like holes in his cloak because he's been tearing these patches off of it. It's like it's looking more and more like a bum every day. She says, "I don't have a map either." But she says there's only two ways to get to Firefinger. The best way is on foot. It takes the longest, though. The worst way, and she kind of shivers, is on the river with canoes. She says, the river Teriki flows north from the mountains, so it would be upstream the whole way. There are several waterfalls and impediments in the river we would have to bypass and go on foot around. However, the river would cut the journey maybe in half if we survive. She looks around. She doesn't. You get the definite impression that she's trying to downsell the river and go on foot. She says, hold on while the DM looks at the scale of this map since it's been a month. What the hell? Where's that stupid little scale? Okay, one hex is 10 miles. All right. So she says we will be traveling, following the river Teriki for approximately 100 miles into the jungle. We'll be traveling most of the day, stopping at night and finding places to rest. But I don't suggest we lollygag. We should keep moving as much as possible. These are dangerous areas. Lots of undead, of course, dinosaurs, and as we get closer to Firefinger, Terra folk watching from above. Well, the Chultan language has kind of enveloped different word pronunciations of things. She's actually saying terror, Terr, but it is a derivative of the terrafolk, meaning pterodactyl. Well, they call them terrafolks. If she wrote it out, it would be terror, like scary, like. So as far as player knowledge goes, I'm gonna show you guys a not the party sheet, the party stuff, the Chilton map to give you an idea where you're going to be traveling to. We did some estimating on traveling through the jungle, and the possibility of you guys starving and being lost was like, don't even freaking bother rolling. Is that what I remember? Well, we lost a druid now, but I don't think that came into play. So let's discuss that for a moment. You guys do have some rain catchers, so as long as it's rainy, you guys should have plenty of water as long as you stay outside and you can capture the rain. And how much water can you? Is that a first level spell? So you could do it a couple times. So that's enough for 1 day worth of water. You guys will be using double water traveling in the jungle. So instead of a gallon a day, which you normally need, you're going to need 2 gallons a day. But one spell. So one spell he could get, and you can easily collect that with rainwater. What are you guys laughing? Oh, nice. And you can also collect the rainwater. Now, remember that you can't drink any other water source because it's got throat leeches in it. Just saying. It's it's missing the. I didn't look at that list hardly at all. Attitude from the DM too, so I don't know. You guys have looked at it longer than I have. I was like, let me just use this thing, and that was about it. I'm absolutely gonna do that. That's what I'm saying. When you guys leave town, it's gone. So I, I, it's called reserving, and it's like I'm running. I can't get there. I can't get there. I'm just gonna use my action next round, and that's it's pretty good for a rogue, that's for sure. Who gets a bonus action? Uh, I will say there's limits to what you guys could get. I know I just drug on the whole thing and it's unlimited, but there is not an unlimited amount of items. Well, this is a big decision because there is a map for sale and it's 500 gold. And it's magical. Yep, it's a magical map, and when you guys discover a location, we put a pin on the map. But there's the map. Yes. Lotane's like, I want it for myself, is what he's trying to say. You guys keep your money. I got it. I got it. Yeah, Fort Valerian. He's like, whoa, thanks, chat. All right, so this is the map that you guys can use. This is the map we've already started using, and I've already marked where you guys have been on it, so that kind of comes in handy, doesn't it? That's why it's magical. Green pins. And so Azaka says, Firefinger is just south of the mountains on the where the beginning flow of the river Tiraki is. So this is the river Tiraki that you guys had to cross over when you first got to Port Nanzaro up here. Remember you got to get on the barge and go over. So that's the river, and it's flowing north. So this is upstream. These are mountains that the river starts from down here. Are you guys seeing my arrow? And Firefinger is just doesn't point very well, but at the bottom, yeah, at the bottom of the mountains. She says, she says, what is it that you're asking me? I put a name on it. Yeah. For now, I'll put something on it later. So the Firefinger is going to be on the east side of the river. Do you guys want to like when you leave out of Port Nanzaro, you leave and you'll be on the west side of the river. So at some point you have to cross over the river. Do you guys want to travel on the west side all the way or cross over early and travel on the east side? Well, the easiest place to cross, which takes the longest, is out of Port Nanzara because you can get a you can hire a barge and take you over to the other side of the river easily and inexpensively. But Azaka says, I don't recommend traveling in the water at all. She looks nervously at you guys. She says, whatever's easier for you. It's for the it's a silver. I mean, yeah, it's pay per person, but it's 5 silver to get. I mean, you're kind of it's not social distancing. I mean, there's a bunch of people on this freaking barge and they shuttle them all over the place, you know. There's a guy with a freaking tiller, you know, in front of you. Just just saying, there's all sorts of people on these barges. So yeah, it's fairly easy to get over onto the other side of the jungle. Let's discuss marching order and stuff. It's been a while. Let me bring up the party sheet. Uh, well, we've got Tane in the front, then Warwick, Gold Pedal. Gold Pedal's not here. Deleter. Delete token. And then Page is in the middle, and then Smedley and Juku in the back. And then sleeping is Smedley, Page, Warwick, Tane, and Juku. It sound all reasonable? All right. And traveling in the jungles of Chult requires survival rolls every day, but I think we came up with a formula that's pretty good. The only thing we got to roll for is random encounters, because your survival is as long as it rains, uh, which it does all the time in the jungles of Chult, like a lot. Uh, that you guys don't even need to burn a spell to get fresh water. And traveling and trying to gather food does slow you guys down. So if you're trying to move at a standard pace every day, then we will roll a survival check. And if the survival checks are low for gathering for food, then you'll be slowed down that day. But I'm not going to restrict you saying you didn't find food. It just took you longer to do so. And if you decide that you want to use rations, of course, then you automatically travel at your standard pace. So if you like know something's poisonous, does that like wipe the poison out? You're like, I know these berries are poisonous. I've never tried them before, but tonight we're having poison berry stew. I think that would be some real, right? I think that's uh raspberries. All right, so let's discuss as you guys where do you want Azaka to fit in? How do you expecting Azaka? Also, there's 2 potions of healing in the party sheet and a chain shirt. Am I selling those? You should have a yeah. Just change your quantity to 4, and uh, and we can clean up the party sheet. Everybody got 5 more gold for that chain shirt. And so, where are you guys imagining Azaka? And you don't have Snarkargle with you. Let's get rid of him. Let's get Azaka. Well, let's take a look at Azaka here for a second and check her out. All right, Azaka, she is not wearing any armor. She has no armor at all. She's pretty nimble. She's kind of stealthy. She carries, what does she got for a weapon? She's got a longbow and a scimitar. Actually, she has yeah, a scimitar and a longbow. She carries a small pack on her back. She weighs about 150 pounds. She's tall. She's like 6 feet tall. And let me throw her onto the party sheet or the combat tracker. All right, so everybody, when you get a chance, make an item on your actions tab for Goodberry, and put a quantity of 2 that you guys get as a normal roll, unless, of course, we say otherwise. You're going to have 2 good berries per day to use, which is handy. And if you need help uh, knowing how to do that, there is a college for that. It's called Fantasy Grounds College, and there's professors over there. They can teach you everything you need to know. Little blurb, Fantasy Grounds College. There you guys go, right there in chat. Well, you can cast Goodberry, so you don't need to do that. Yeah, you have it. You need to mark off that you get 10 or whatever it is, so you can check those off. But you're only going to have 2 left, aren't you? Is that the math? That's the odd way of doing it, though. I would just say I only have 2 left. All right, so give me so the first day of travel. I don't think you guys are too concerned about rations and food yet. You know what I mean? Which which is that does that? Mm. Yeah, I think we're still gonna try a survival roll, and with a roll or low roll, it slows you down a little bit. But I'm not gonna say it's half. You guys are natural explorers, so it's just a couple of hours out of the day. You kind of got to get bogged down, but it's only on a real low roll on survival. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, let's make sure we do that. Yeah, you guys got a you guys got a couple, and everybody starts off with an inspiration point too. So let me push a long rest. Actually, I'm gonna push it twice to make sure anybody who burnt hit die get those back fully. All right, there you go. And let me make sure the pro stream is reset. And make sure you got your racial abilities and stuff. It's been a while, so. I am using advanced effects, so we can code that permanently on you. Screech is whose owl? Page? Yeah, no problem. Port Nanzaro is a hub of common goods for sure. All right, so who is our official survival roller? So the +6 gets to roll with advantage. I'm now making sure everybody has their inspiration. All right, yeah, so no problem. You guys make good time as you guys leave out of Port Nanzaro. You take a barge over to the east side and offload. And most of the day traveling is outlying um, smaller farming community type places and wood, places where they're harvesting wood and wood camps and stuff like that along the riverbank. You also see lots of fishing vessels and stuff that kind of fish the mouth of the river and so forth. But as you guys start getting closer into the jungle, when the canopy starts getting full overhead, there's many times that you're going to lose sight of the river. You just kind of have to move away from the river and then you'll come back closer to it. So you're not always just going to be on the river bank. In many places, the river bank can be very steep, even because this river's been cutting through this volcanic rock that Chult is for a while now, and has cut in long areas deep ravine down. So getting to the river from land can be difficult in some areas, and then sometimes you can wade across in certain areas. Several waterfalls as you're traveling. Let's do some Sirenscapes and jungle sounds. Do I have anything coded? I have click on the Sirenscape button and wait a minute as all that loads. Let's try this one. Yeah. So, the jungle is full of, all kinds of creatures, critters, bugs, mists, noises, sounds. You can hear occasional growling and dinosaur sounds. Uh, every now and then you may even come across another adventuring group or, set of guides and stuff. Uh, or T-Rexes. And Azaka's approach to any of this, if asked, is she would avoid contact. But what is your how do you want to handle that? If there's something you hear, do you investigate it or do you just avoid it? So you're not like the lollygagging band of minstrels traveling to spread peace and harmony through the jungle. You're on a mission to get to Firefinger and stay low and don't attract any attention. Kind of dun 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 dun. So What kind of stealth do we have in the party? Do we have anyone that's got disadvantage because they're wearing breastplates? I don't know. Do breastplates give you disadvantage? I know two of you just bought them. So you guys are a pretty stealthy group too, huh? Like Azaka's pretty stealthy too. Right. Well, I mean, a dinosaur moving through the woods is semi-stealthy, right? You sound like a dinosaur moving through the woods. So Juku sounds like, an ankylosaurus or something like. Well, believe it or not, I'm gonna pull up the calendar here. Each hex represents a day, and you guys have traveled 2 more days, so nothing out of the ordinary. A couple of close calls on different kind of encounters as you guys travel. Um, yeah, you're not having any trouble finding uh, food and water easily enough as you guys go. Um, you kind of had to skirt away from the river a little bit because of a clearing. You can see that you can move through this swath or path. It looks like a path that people have traveled on before. Old footprints you can occasionally see on it. Lots of different animal tracks for sure. As you guys have to cut across the like a tributary of the river. Uh, Tane, you're in the front. Give me a perception check, please, sir. Right on the table's fine. All right, and then give me a stealth. Right. Who's behind him? Where's the party? Orc. All right, I'm gonna Tane work. Who's after that? Somebody help me out. Page. Then Azaka is over here. Smedley and Juku's in the back. All right, so Warwick, give me a perception check as well. Okay, so you notice this. Give me a stealth check too, Warwick. Let's see what you guys. All right, so not so great. So what happens is, Tane, you come out of you're on this little path, right? And the canopy's heavy overhead, but it kind of opens up and you can hear the river or a tributary of the river ahead of you, right? And as you kind of like try to hop over some roots, when you hopped up in the air for a brief second, you saw the river bank, and there's two very large crocodiles sunning themselves on the river edge. And let me get this going for you guys. Well, you can role play your role there. Yeah, is and I'm gonna and with that we're gonna roll for initiative. Let me push that to you. That one right there. And I need to roll for a Zaka. With Diablo's handy, roll for an individual's initiative extension. I don't know. That's part of something else, but all right. So Smedley, you're the first to get to, react when you hear Tane yell out, or doesn't yell out, but loudly whispers, "There's crocodiles up ahead." All right, so you move up and let me see what these crocodiles passive perception is. It's a 10. Yeah, they're on the edge. They hear something. They hear something moving around. So you can see one of them's like kind of up on his haunches when you come up, up on his legs. He's like looking. He's like looking back. Smedley, you can see those two over there. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Let's see if there's a description. No, they're 12, 12 feet long. They're large. They're large. Yeah. They look hungry. They're on the thinner side. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have any negatives to them. Pretty clean shot. As you like once like sticks in its top of its hide, like flap right below its neck. You're like, oh, it jerks back and makes that crocodile growl. Uh, well, you got its attention and its buddy's attention, and I want to see how ornery this crocodile is. Not that button. This button. Hmm. Yeah. It jumps down in the water like crocodiles do. It goes kerploosh out of sight. Juku. I passed the turn. What didn't I? There it goes. They slowed down the movement. It was pretty fast. All right, so you're making a sun-dried crocodile? Is that what it? Some radiant love. Well, he doesn't like being hit, so he's gonna come this way. Uh, and get right up on Tane. He's like right up in his face, like comes running down this little hill right onto the path. It's snapping at Tane. Snap, snap, snap. Let's see. AC is a 12, so yeah. Yeah. So he's like, bad crocodile, bad. He's like, uh, umbral sight. What the hell? Yeah, you only should put that effect on if creatures are using their dark vision. That's the only time you should have that applied to yourself. Yeah, that's why you're getting the advantage because of that. They're not using dark vision currently, so you don't get it. But you killed it, right? Did you actually hit the second time with the? Tanya. Well, Azaka is gonna go, and she wants to move up to see what's going on, right? So she moves up and she kind of squats down and checks this. Uh, oops, sorry, you were back here, weren't you? And move her up here. So she comes up and she kind of gets on top of this hill. She's got her bow out and she's like, "Is there more?" She whispers back, and she's gonna creep up a little bit and wave you forward. I hear them down in the water, she says. As she dashes up there. Warwick, Baboonsky, thanks for the host. She's not like right at the water edge. she's she's like you can see her kind of. She had more movement, you could tell. She didn't finish her move. What's Warwick doing? He's well, the water, the river is down like 5 feet, so you can't really see into the river until you get up closer. You know, it's depressed. It's a depression over there. You got two hatchets. Uh, you see the crocodile, the one that was on the bank, but it's concealed. It's got some concealment in the water, so you're gonna have a from there you'll have a -5 to hit it. We can now. Okay. Well, we'll just let you bot. So stay on the phone. Uh, are you gonna try to attack it from there? Paige. This this one slides down the hill and rolls over like a dead alligator. Well, you kind of know where it's at, but you can't see it currently. As you start to get closer, you're gonna hear it more, and uh, maybe by the time you get up here, you'll be able to see it. Like, yeah, you can't see it from there. You're like, you're like standing on your tiptoes. You're like, look, I can't see it. I can hear it. It's splashing down there. All right. You can ready apply the ready cast or whatever that new one is. All right, Tane, you are in front of the dead crocodile, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, like 50, 60 feet from the river. But if you want to attack the crocodile that went into the water with range, you got to move up. You're going to stay on the path. All right. Well, the path has like kind of heavy bushes on both sides, so you kind of squat down and move up the path, kind of trying to be. Are you going to try to hide right there? Do you? No. Okay. You don't want to use up your bonus action. So Azaka, she uh, she kind of rises up and she's going to take her -2 from where she's at to hit this thing, or try to, anyways, with her bow. So she shoots down into the water, and it goes sploosh. Oh, and she hits meat. She gets this crocodile. It kind of screams out as she does a little bit of piercing damage to it. Ooh, nice. She got it pretty hard in the head, like thunk. And she's gonna stay right there. I think she's comfortable where she's at. Let's see how it feels. It is feeling ballsy. It wants to be social. It's gonna turn around and jump back up and come right up to Azaka, who uh, hisses at it. she, and then she looks around embarrassed. Yeah, there's a couple of readied actions as this thing comes charging up the bank. Tane, you readied. What did you ready? Shenane? Yeah, you're not close enough. Yeah, that's right. So Warwick like slashes at it with his axe, doing 4 points of damage, or flings it at him. Sorry, doing 4 points of damage, and it dodges. It jumps out of the what is it? Yeah, dexterity. So it kind of rolls out of the way of the acid splash. And it gets to try to bite Azaka. So it snaps a close, piercing down on Azaka, and she's like, ah, ah, ah. She looks like she's hurting as this thing grapples her. And hold on, let's see. And it's got a hold of her leg. And she's like restrained. She's like trying to pull free. Tane, you hear another one moving towards you. No, not yet. Juku. Some radiant love. Azaka looks back at you nervously as her leg is in its mouth. So, rushing up onto the bank comes another crocodile, snapping as it moves closer to fresh food. Warwick. A 2, a 4, a 1, and a 4. No. In the shiny shores of on the creek, or a tributary. What were all those lovely dice I rolled? Oh. Oh, okay. You can fill us in out of combat on that. Which is your ancestral guardian, right? Is what you're describing? Yeah. What if he had someone in his mouth already? That's going to be nice. Smedley. Yes. And they're providing some cover to it if you're shooting from back there. -2. You can get it in the butt. You can get it in the butt. No negatives. No negatives, no negatives, no stick. Nice. So you shoot it in the buttocks. Do crocodiles have buttocks? And it yeah, it looks back and its ass is laying next to it, and it opens its mouth, releases Ozaka, and falls over, and its tongue hanging out. It's dead. And Paige, and then we're gonna take a break as soon as Paige goes. So at the top of the round, we're gonna take a break in just a second, but the first crocodile that you guys killed, you see it starts to wiggle around, and you can see like something in its gut is trying to claw its way out, and it makes its way up into its throat, and you can see the the crocodile's throat start to swell up as a monkey with a bowler hat. He like crawls out and pulls his hat out from under and puts his hat on and looks around and takes a crap right in his hands and throws poop, stinking, swampy inside of a crocodile's stomach poop at Paige and Paige, because he only picked one. Oh, Paige and Warwick. So poop lands on you from this Clyde, the poo slinging monkey. Hey, Gorgio. And Gorgio just hits you guys with shit. He likes it. He likes it. Oh, that's not good. I wonder how long that's been. Probably since the beginning of the...
I will just use that to fuel my rage.
Don't watch the beginning. It's all muted probably, the players are.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
But that was Clyde, the poo slinging monkey. And now that you can hear the players, everyone say hi to the chat. I don't know how long it's been muted.
Hey, chat.
Hi. Hello.
But I can only assume since the beginning. But with that, I know that you're tired of hearing those players talk and all that, but we're going to take a break because I got to go pee. And you can hear them all now. See, no, I need a moderator. But I'm going to...
Magic out of
Gorgio
Joe.
is a moderator.
I'm going to start a timer. Oh, I didn't even start a timer. I'm slacking today. Today is the 15th, and we're going to do it for 21:50. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. We're all going to take a quick drink break and stuff. But enjoy some music while we're gone, and we'll be back. interesting in my one YouTube follower that might watch this later.
Or you could reverse it and turn the DM off and only have the players on and see how that
Yeah.
sets.
Yeah, that might be kind of fun too. I
It's
think
only
I've
fair.
done that. I think I've done that though, so they can watch that one from like 2 years ago. All right, we're back, and we're in the middle of combat, and there's some crocodiles that are trying to have some lunch, but there is a party of adventurers that are indeed also looking for lunch. So Smedley, it's your turn. What's Smedley gonna do?
See, we still have 2. All right. Let's
This
shoot another one.
you can't make out though. You can hear him down there, you just can't see him. The one up here you for sure can.
Well, then he's going to get shot.
He just came running up. He's like, he's all fresh, and now he has a crossbow bolt sticking in him.
Damn it.
And you just double checking.
Oh, no. That was.
I
finger
confirmed that
stab.
hit.
That confirmed hit was on me.
Oh shit, you hit
All right.
yourself. What did you do? Drop it on yourself? Oops. 9 points to the crocodile. It's moderately wounded. Tane, you're like down a little bit in the edge of the bushes. Are you back on the table? Can you see and everything now?
Yeah, you said I saw there's disturbance in the water though coming up, right?
You definitely can hear him. I think you can make him out. He's behind that big boulder and stuff, so he's got some cover to you, but you know he's there. You can jump on top of that rock and club down on him.
Will I be able to hit him from there?
Yeah, on top of that rock, you could like just smack down on top of his head.
Do
A
that.
little acrobatics. Let's see how good your footing is. You just don't want to roll like under a 5. I don't think you can you?
Yeah, I can.
A 9. No, you're all right. So you'll hop up there. Nothing spectacular, just a little hop. And let me put him.
Let me go ahead and roll hit first.
Let's make sure. I'm gonna put you in this square so you're adjacent.
I hit and he took 13 points of damage.
It's critical. It's blood in the water. Anything
Got
else? Warwick.
All right, so I'm going to step over. And my spectral friend, great-great-great-grandfather, steps over with me, and I'm going to go reckless.
He starts spinning his axe around.
So plant my feet right in front of him, just sort of way over my head and slam down on him. And it slams into the ground as he moves to the side.
Bounces off his big old crocodile armor. Azaka. She's gonna quick fire an arrow into this thing in front of her. Swing. Why did it disadvantage? I don't know. Oh, because she's still got crocodile mouth on her legs. She's grappled and restrained. But she still hits with her bow, so she's going to sink some wood into it. Ooh, 9 points of damage. Giggity. Juku.
All right. Juku is going to use one of his first level spells and guiding bolt this crocodile. More radiant damage. Oof.
Oh,
Jerk.
it's got like a turtle up there on top of it. So, this crocodile that's in the water is going to try to snap up and grab a hold of Tane's leg. It wants to drag him into the river. And Tane just does a little hoppity hop and gets over the snap, no problem. Paige.
Okay. I'm gonna try to acid splash this crocodile I can see. Again. Am I still targeting it? I am. Sweet. I hate this game.
Seems to be resistant to your effects with splashing it with acid. But it's just gonna come and start thrashing around at everybody, and it still wants to try to bite onto Warwick this time. As it comes just trying to get a hold of anybody it can, nip and snipping at everybody, and hits Warwick with its bite. Doing 12 points of damage, which he resists because he's raging, but grabs a hold of him. It's got him restrained. Paige again at the top of round 4. You want to try Acid Splash again?
No.
You can message him and say, I hate you.
I don't think that's gonna do anything for me. Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration that you gave me earlier, and I will use produce flame instead. I gotta press the button.
Gotta rub your EV for luck.
On time inspiration succeeds.
Finally. Oh yay, 2 for damage. I'm so great at this.
She'll bonk it in the head again.
Mm-hmm.
Did that crocodile just give a Wilhelm scream?
It did. There must be somebody trapped inside of it. You think there's another monkey?
Well, we'll let it drown.
I will move to there.
No problem. Tane, I'm assuming you have an initiative of a 4 as a effect being added, but where's the other 3 coming from?
Dex?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be. I mean, I don't see why it's not.
I was just checking because I had some pretty low rolls considering the +7, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, your roll was like 4 rounds ago, so to find that again is, I mean, I can check the next time you roll.
Well, it's dynamic, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Every round it rerolls initiatives, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't show that every round.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's fine.
That
No,
would
I
be
didn't have that click at the beginning of the fight. I forgot to turn it on, so maybe it's not applying the whole fight. That could be what the problem is.
No, it's applying it every round.
Okay, cool.
Warwick, if it's in your
So this thing has to be
as an
grabbed
effect, it
in
does
his
it every
mouth?
round.
and I'm gonna stay in his mouth and bring my axe down on his face. So I'm still reckless.
So you right into a skull. Your axe, like you can hear it hit brain down in there. You're like, like doesn't sink as deep as you thought it was going to, but deep enough to finish it off. All right, and then we got one of those. As you guys defeated some crocodiles. All right, so you guys aren't going to have any trouble collecting up a couple of these hides if you want.
Yes, we are going
Restocking
to take the hides.
some meat. So you can get, I would say, of all of the crocodile's hides, you would probably take 2 of them because they're the better ones.
Sounds good.
And then the meat, you guys have plenty of meat, but keep in mind this meat's not going to last very long in the jungle. You know,
I got
Barbecue
pure
tonight,
food.
guys.
at least 24 hours, and then the next day, I think you can refresh it with Juku casting refresh on it, but after like 2 or 3 days of eating, regenerated, magically rotten, freaking.
Paige, can you produce flame on the thing like
Yeah, I
for
can cook
an
them.
hour?
Mhm. Mhm. I can also just summon my flaming sphere.
There you go. Well, we want it
Uh,
cooked, not charred.
I also have dragon's breath if you want to cook them yourself.
oh, was there an item bought by Gorgio somewhere? Oh, he did. There you
Yes.
go.
Or Paige.
Paige
Oh,
got a
shit.
magical item in her poo-poo, in the poo. So I'm
Love
just
potion number
curious.
2. Here
This
we
is going to
go.
be funny because I assumed it was a monkey handful of poo. But Engorgio may have just changed the size of this poop, depending on what magical item is in it. It could have been a 747 size poop here. But you get to roll on the table.
Sweet.
She rolls a 28, which is a potion of resistance.
Nice.
Potion of what type of resistance? Poo?
Sure. No. I already have natural fire resistance, so your choice, DM. Preferably something not fire, because I can't
I'm
really
gonna
use it.
say acid, just because of your acid splash. I think that's
Nice. Okay. Cool.
pretty fun. Let me find that for
Thank
you,
you,
'cause
Engorgio.
items button. Where's it at? It's blue. It's kind of blue. Oh, potion of acid resistance.
So as I extricate myself from the crocodile, I'll bow to my ancestor and speak in Orcish as he leaves.
He says in Orcish back, "Bring me out when you have something worthy of my cause." He's kind of snooty.
Juku shudders and kind of backs away from
I threw
Warwick's
that potion
ancestors.
in the party inventory for you.
Thank you.
And all right, so you guys, let me do a little map cleanup. Take your tokens off of here, and I'll unshare that map.
Did I
'Cause you,
actually hear Warwick talking to his ancestor in Orcish?
Yes.
Were you talking out loud?
Yes. Yep, it's in the chat. If your character can understand it.
Page. Oh wait, Smedley
It's above mine.
and work.
I see it. But after his snarky comment back to you in Orcish, I'll say, jackass.
Let's see. I'm gonna actually draw a little path that you guys have been taking. Do 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 on the map. I like it. It's so cool. And you guys travel for 2 more days. Try to keep track of the calendar the best we can. And if anybody is keeping track of a calendar, I'll pop that in there. Oh, that was that day, so this is the current
When
day.
you get a moment, if you can ungrapple and unrestrain me, please.
Hell no, the crocodile leg is their head is being drug around in the
Not
jungle.
gonna have it cut off.
Stuck to you like
You have
pit
a hunting
bull.
trophy in my inventory.
I don't think you're reckless anymore either. Or raging.
I turned them off.
Oh, I just deleted them, damn it. You might have to redrag those or whatever, unless you need me to do something. So 2 more days of traveling. You guys are making pretty good progress. Give me a couple more survival rolls. Let's see if you guys have slowed down or ran into any complications.
All of us?
No, just
Right.
Tane with advantage since he's getting help from you guys. Oh, a 12. Yeah, so, yeah, no negatives to anything. Almost had a crappy day. But you guys are moving along, and you kind of have to cut back. Like you're moving east to get north. You kind of or west to get north. You're kind of having a circle around. And Tane, you see coming up a clearing up ahead, and you smell decay.
So
And
I hold
there's
up
like
the.
there's something in the clearing. There's like you can't quite make it out. You kind of creeped up. You're kind of behind a bush a little bit, and you're looking. And what do you turn and flag? What do you flag the rest of the party behind you?
Fist up like hold kind of motion, and then I stealth up to see if I can get a better look in the clearing.
All right, so the party kind of moves to the side of the path, and they kind of get behind some bushes and stuff, and you start to move up to check out the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I'm gonna uh, push you guys a map. It's kind of big. Does the line of sight look okay? I just kind of the sides a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so yeah, so up ahead there's a clearing up here, and Tane, you kind of move up to about here,
Okay.
right? You're kind of at the edge, and you're poking around, and you can make out that it was a campsite at one time, but you can see that there's some bodies. That's the smell. Humanoid bodies, still bits and pieces scattered about. You can see dried blood. Lots of things are torn up. Looks like there was a fight. And
Any movement?
give me a perception check. Matter of fact, let me push everyone a roll here for perception. I want to see what you guys. Tane, you see a creature. Do you think it's some kind of dinosaur?
Is it large or?
Yeah, it's on the larger side. It you seen it way over way over here. You
Okay.
see my arrow? You saw it
Do?
dart from this tree to that tree. So it was a quick flash of a creature. I think your character probably might be somewhat familiar with the look of this thing, but not necessarily what they call them.
No, it looks like it has wings, kind of too, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
feathers.
Was it?
Anyways, it's got feathers. You don't know
And
if
it
it
was
can
large.
fly. It's big, um, 8 feet long. Stands about top of its head, maybe 5, 6 foot. It was kind of hunched down and it was long when no one was running.
So I moved back to the party stealthily. Whoa! I'm flying all over the place.
All right, so you move back towards the party, and Warwick, you also hear something move over in this direction. Like something moved through the bushes.
So I'll motion to Azaka and point. I'll draw out my second hand axe.
Oh, I didn't roll Azaka's perception. Let me do that. What is her perception? Yeah, she's like, bug in my ear. I can't hear.
So I let the party know that that there's some dead bodies and stuff, and it looks like some kind of dinosaur, but it was moved off quickly in the bushes. Obviously, the same thing you said.
All right, well, we're going to roll initiative.
Do you want to move my movement to the party, Karen, real quick before we roll it?
Well, I assumed you were trying to be stealthy. I didn't know you were going to run across in the open like that. But yeah, I can put you over there.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Initiative request roll. There we go.
Does it make the little noise?
Oh
What?
my god, I rolled higher than a 10.
Tane, yeah, it's giving you your dex.
Yeah, I see it.
It's just +7 there. All right, so Tane, you get to go first.
So do I see anything like around? I feel like any kind of coming toward us?
No, only the one you saw earlier, and you can hear commotion like you're gonna get surrounded. Maybe.
So I will cast Shillelagh. And whoa, why'd I shoot down there? I didn't do that. It moved me down there. I didn't move it at all, so I don't know what's going on. I didn't drag my token or anything. You see that, Carrie?
No, don't see anything.
Show
You're,
my guy's like way off the map. But I didn't do that.
it's only for you. Everybody else is seeing it where you're supposed to be.
All right, weird. I don't know. So I cast Shillelagh, and I'm gonna move out here. I'm gonna. God, this map. I'm gonna move there and look and ready. If a dinosaur approaches me, I will hit it in the head.
Okay. Juku.
Juku will also approach to say here, and will ready a spell if he sees anything that gets in range. He is going to Sacred Flame it.
Ready a cantrip? Okay, cool. Warwick.
So, as I'm watching Azaka, does it look like she's going to be moving toward me?
Azaka looks down and says, "The DM didn't roll my initiative. Give me 1 second." And there. She only rolled a 6, so that's perfect. She like nods, like, go that way. The DM drew this map, and we're supposed to be further on it. She's like, go that way. We don't want
Alright,
to
so
have
I'm going to
combat
move
on the
over.
edge of the map.
When I get to
That
this
is a
point,
problem with the infinite size
am I able to
map.
see anything? I'm looking into the bushes where I heard the noise.
No, the definitely was far enough into the bushes that you couldn't see it. But it does sound like you're being stalked. There's more commotion
Alright,
coming
well,
from around.
I will take the dash action then. And move there.
Alright. I'm going to use a first level spell slot to cast Mage Armor on myself. Should have had it on earlier. It's fine. And then I'm going to move. Crap.
Yeah, if you go like through the bushes and stuff, it's going to be a little slower. Pretty
Sorry.
cool.
Sorry.
Pretty cool assets though, huh?
Let me redo that.
Jungle assets. I just kind of
Yeah, looks good.
duplicated some
Talking about
map, you know.
Paige?
Yeah. All right, so
What?
Paige comes. She comes out on the. She's like,
Such a nice assets.
Oh, yeah, nice asset. Definitely. She's very beautiful. Okay, yeah, that's it. That'll be it. I cast Mage Armor and yeah.
Smedley.
I do not appear to be on the map.
Oh,
All I
She
see is
comes
a
out
black,
leaping up a
behind.
supply.
I see a blank black map.
what marching order is Smedley? Like second or something?
I'm right behind Paige.
Oh, okay. So I would say that you were peeing right there.
Okay.
You see yourself now,
Uh-huh.
and
I promise I wasn't looking.
I'm going to kind of move to there and crouch down in the bushes, kind of looking out with my crossbow.
are you going to hide?
Yes, I'll do that.
You get in the fern. You become one with it. You're like, me and you, buddy. Me and you are one
Between two ferns.
between two ferns. So you can roleplay that however you like. Azaka.
Just think plant.
I'm a tree. I'm a tree. I'm a tree. Azaka, she is going to move up. She's got her longbow out, and she's gonna like kind of move up here. She's like, she whispers over. I think we're being surrounded by something. She says. She kind of growls under her breath. And sure enough, you guys see hop up on this big boulder over here on the other side. Way over here, you guys see a creature hop up. Come on, right there. That looks like this.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's got pretty long, like inch long, barracuda looking like teeth. Looks like it's meant for shredding. And then on its back legs and on the end of its stubby little arm-like wings, it's got claws. And you know, it's not quite considered a large creature, but it's pretty big. It's pretty big. It hops up on the rock.
Have we seen any of these used as mounts in the cities?
No. No, and
I want one.
it looks at you guys and it looks around and it goes, "Croak, croak, croak, croak," and it makes a call out. And you can hear movement further out into the jungle. Call back like 4 or 5 of these things. Pretty far away though. Smedley. What's he gonna do?
All right. It doesn't look like I can see the one. Oh, yes, I can. Way up there. I'm going to creep forward in the bushes and attempt to hide again. Actually, no, I'm not going to attempt to hide. I'm going to ready a crossbow shot. If the creature starts moving towards us in an aggressive manner, it's going to get shot.
Azaka. She's gonna move over to here, kind of get next to this shrubbery. She gets out her bow and she looks back at you guys, and she kind of shrugs. Does anyone give her kind of any signal? Everybody just stares blankly at her. Well, then she's gonna do what she thinks is right and take a shot at this thing.
Experienced one out here.
What's that?
She's the experienced one out here.
Yeah, she's the guide. She's
Yeah, but
supposed to tell us what to do.
She's only a guide. She's not, you know, your conscience. You know, if this is a buddy of yours or something, she doesn't know.
Like, she's got 107 hit points, man. Go for it, Azaka.
I wish it was a buddy of ours.
And she thunks an arrow into this thing, and it screams out, and you hear the commotion in the woods get more agitated. Warwick,
We're dead now.
All right, I'm going to move up.
How is Warwick hurt?
The croc took a bite at you.
That was days ago.
He never gave us a long rest.
Ah,
No, he did.
no, I didn't. He's right. He's not wounded. And I don't want to give you a long rest now because I reset your initiative. I think.
yeah, it will.
Yeah.
All right, so after I move up, I am still not within 60 feet.
Damn big maps.
And sadly, I cannot see where this other one is in the bush. So I'm just going to take the dash action.
So as you get closer to it and you can make it out, you see it. It reaches down with its claw-like wing, right? And it pulls something out of its a little pouch that it's got tied around its side, and it guzzles down a something that heals some of its wounds.
What the hell?
And you're like, and you can thank Engorgio in chat for potion of greater healing for the dinosaur.
That's the best reaction.
Chuku.
Juku is going to move up to there, and I am going to use my inspiration, and I am going to guiding bolt this thing.
Man, poor dinosaur just trying to hang out.
Nice.
Damn, almost maximum damage. Whoo, doggy. 22 points of damage with guiding bolt. Oh.
So it's like cuckoo, caca.
Like a radiant freaking lightning bolt coming at him.
Okay. Okay, I can move it. Sorry, I was reading a spell. Okay, I'm gonna move here. And then I will use I gotta count squares. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. And then after I move there, I will use Flaming Sphere, a second level spell, and I will conjure it right in that square right below Warwick. And then, well, here. So on my future turns, I can use a bonus action to move it and like ram it into things, or anything that ends its turn within 5 feet of it takes some damage.
I think you can bonus action move it this turn.
If you haven't used your bonus action in this turn, you can't. You should
I
be
have
able to.
not.
Yeah, yes, you can hit it. You can bump it into him this turn.
I don't think I can reach because I can only move it 30 more feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit, I lost track. No! Okay. How do you move these things? Can you not
You have
move
to
them?
click the little square in the very center of it. Click and
That
hold.
just makes it big. Oh, there we go. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as I can move it. Oh, I see. You're using a token.
Yeah, I drew
Mabi.
one out there. That's why
Players
you're.
can't access
I-
tokens for some
I
reason.
couldn't drag the
so-
token because you had a pointer over the top of it, and you couldn't move your pointer because I had a token there. So
Sorry. Do you want me to move the pointer? I just did that because it was easier for me to say.
Yeah,
where.
you can delete that. We'll just leave your sphere, and then you can tell me where you want to move it to.
Okay, yeah,
and
that's as
I'll
far as
drag
I
it.
can move it this turn. So,
All
but
right.
yeah,
So
anything that
yeah, so as it goes kind of rolling through the campsite there, you can see that now that there's even more light on the area, you can see that there's some bodies that have been munched on. You think maybe by dinosaurs. Tane.
Okay.
I am going to.
Don't stand near my fire thing, by the
Yeah, you
way.
got a nice big rock in front of you.
I am going to move up there and then use the dash action to finish moving. This poor dino got roasted, freaking shot with a bolt.
Sure did.
'Tis the will of Ubtao.
It was only hanging out in its dino hood, minding its own dino business.
Let's see. Well, it's gonna hop down behind this rock and attempt to hide. Baboonsky, hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for the 100 biddies. What are you doing? What's up, man? Hide.
Kill Jingo? Why? I'm the least
All
threatening
right, so
character there.
it falls and lands in a bag of bells. I don't know. I got really crappy on its stealth, so you guys know it's back there. It's just got full cover currently, and he can be ID'd. They all can. That's all he can do. Paige.
Oh, geez. Okay, sorry. I will move. Oh, I hate Unity drives me crazy sometimes. Okay. 25. That's not quite 30. Okay. And then I'll use my bonus action to move my sphere 30. Can I move it? I can. Oh, cool. I guess I'll move it there.
What?
Yeah, I can move it 30 feet.
Well, I didn't know you could move them.
Oh, the token. Yeah. Okay, and that will be it for me.
I didn't know the player could move the token, correct?
I understand now.
Because you
Sorry.
couldn't move NPCs, but
Must
I
have
don't
been
actually.
the updates.
Well, I don't have
the
it
two
as an
updates today.
NPC. I just have it as a token, so I never really tried it that way.
Well, it worked out great.
Well, moving up to the edge of the bushes is one of those dinosaurs, and it looks around and it's gonna dash out. Can it get to? Yeah, it's gonna jump up onto this rock and call out, you know, that noise again. And you hear a reply from this direction. There's another one. Dashes out to here with its mated pair. They both look around hungrily at the rest of the party. Tane.
So I will move. I'll move up and attack that one with Dread Ambusher. How high is that rock?
Which rock? The one it's on?
Yes, number.
I'm like 5 feet. It's only like 5 feet up.
I can whack it there.
Yeah. That's a hit. Can Shillelagh it upside the head.
And then a second Shillelagh with the Dread Ambusher.
Oh, another hit. He's like doing the Bruce Lee on it with some quarterstaff.
And that's it.
Azaka, she's gonna pop over here, see the mated pair, and she's gonna chuck one of her arrows at this one, the closest one to her, and sticks it, doing 6 points of damage to it, sticking an arrow into its chest. And then she's going to move back in front of Paige and say, "Stay behind me. These things bite hard."
Oh, yes, absolutely.
She looks over at Juku and his big, thick turtle shell and she says, "I don't know if they can get through your shell or not."
I'll be there momentarily.
He's like, doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. So
I can move that far?
yep.
No, my fire, though.
So number 5 comes running over.
Can I see it from behind the rock? Because I had a held action for if that one made an aggressive move.
-5.
I'll
But
take
yeah.
that shot.
Yeah, because it's kind of trying to stay low, running low, like behind that rock. But yeah, you can see his little cone sticking up. Doesn't hit it though, as it comes running up and making its cooing noises with its buddy there. And it's your turn, Smedley. You're like, you've been holding this round and you like stick your head up. You're like, you shoot kind of awkwardly up in the air. You reload your crossbow.
Yep. I am a crossbow expert, so it does not slow me down. Let's see. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. On the one up there on the rock as a bonus action. It is within close range of my crossbow.
Couple of leaves in the way, but other than that, no problem with the shot. Ah, and one of those leaves was like a big grasshopper. It's all camouflage grasshopper. And he does like a really quick like nunchuck back kick to your arrow and knocks it off course, and it hits an ally.
Oh, great.
I think the chances of it hitting Tane is the greatest. So
I grabbed
let's see.
it toward Paige. Kicked it that way.
Actually, it like hits the rock, like right, and ricochets off the rock, and sticks Warwick right in the frickin' butt, left butt cheek. Whack.
Awesome.
But since it bounced off and stuff, give me half damage. Do you know how to do half damage?
Yep. I'm just trying to manage my window creep here.
I don't know how to do that.
Baboonsky has redeemed something.
Advantage for Jingo.
Oh, roll that again. Before you roll damage. Roll your attack again, since it was at advantage and I missed it. That was a while ago. So you hit the dinosaur. Go roll regular damage on it.
Bounces off Warwick's head back at the dinosaur.
That would have hurt.
It's magic.
And it goes down. 19 points of damage right in the throat. It's like, caw, caw, caw. And is Juku gonna, or is Smedley gonna move?
No,
Just kind
I
of
believe
stays in
you.
the bushes. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm the
Juku.
big game hunter. That's what I do.
Juku is going to come up to there. And you said these two down here were a mated pair?
Well, they don't.
How
You
do
don't
we
think
know?
they have
Do
wedding
they have
bands
wedding
on?
rings or?
Yeah, but there's a pair, and one looks girl and one looks boy. I don't know. One's bigger and one's smaller.
They're wearing shirts
But
that says
what
"I'm
are the mechanical
stupid."
I'm
implications
stupid.
of that?
Right.
Do they have pack tactics? They have pack tactics.
You
We're
don't
wearing
know.
matching T-shirts.
They haven't even bid anyone yet.
Well, I am going to bring down the Wrath of Ubtao again and Guiding Bolt, the one that's number 1.
Nice. Number one had
I
an
got
arrow sticking into it already.
Babunsky did another award. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, roll that again. So it's just a regular hit.
Dirty 20?
So he's just trying to protect.
So with
their food.
advantage, you did hit, and you got this thing critical.
Nice.
It's got guiding bolt glowing off. What? How does that look? What happens when? Is there like a halo
Well,
around it? What?
the guiding bolt comes down from above, slams into him, and then its skin just kind of shimmers with radiant light as it burns through, and leaves this latent glow, making it easy to attack.
Sparkles like in what was the vampire
Sparkly
movies?
vampires.
Yeah.
You've been glittered.
It's a glitter gun. Ah,
Warwick, you're gonna come moving up.
moving on up.
So Roy comes running up, and as he does so, he's seen grab his totem and this spectral, large orc with horns and an axe comes charging forward at the Dionicus. Are you not using the weird names anymore for your monsters, by the way?
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe.
What bases the weird names on the type of monster, so it may be something weird with beasts.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm throwing my axe.
Another reward was done for Warwick.
Hit advantage.
Booski throwing out the money.
All right. You can roll that again because you had advantage. Oh, it was almost a crit.
Oh, two
Yeah.
fours. Oh,
So it's like right towards its head, and it looks, and it goes, whook, and it ducks, and it goes right over its head, lands in the freaking shrubbery behind it.
So 16 is under attack by my ancestor.
It's the one that's you're gonna do your deal to it, right?
I click turn complete.
It's lagging. We were lagging for some reason. Give it a second. Smedley, top of the round 4. Smedley's got like smoke coming out of his crossbow. He feels all proud. He just offed one of these things. He's like, I am what I say I am. A beast slayer.
I'll move out to there. As a bonus action, I will. Let's see. Move my hunter's mark.
another award for Smedley.
Yeah, you can have advantage. That would be nice with those chat rewards if it did play a sound. Babunski's playing a cheer bid, but
It does on my end. You can configure it to play sound in chatty.
Chatty doesn't even register in chatty on me. Just says custom
on
reward.
fire. Oh, 5 hits. That's an archery thing.
Heavy damage
Yeah.
to it. Sticking the dino number 5. Whap. Or 16, rather.
Yep, I
Number
think that was the first
5.
time he took a hit.
All right, well, number 5 comes running up to Tane.
And Gorgio about your monster advantage, Drake.
All right. I like it. And leaps off, like does a little scurrying, like run across the edge of the rock, like totally like throwing Tane out off guard as
Put something in chat. I gave the dinosaur disadvantage.
What you do in the chat?
let me see something here. So it attempts to claw you with its first attack with advantage and disadvantage. Which is a miss. It's going to try with its other claw, which is a hit.
Oh,
It, like-
figures.
It like catches you with one of its back claws, like landing down on top of you, and you feel it put almost its full weight onto you. And you just kind of push him off with your shoulder as he doesn't knock you prone, and then he tries to bite you. And he does. I didn't actually do damage for the claw, did I?
Another reward for disadvantage, Tane
The claw.
and Gorgio.
Oops. I didn't mean
Kill
to do
himself?
that. Yeah, I dropped that on myself.
Sweet.
Let me. So the claw damage on Tane, which I didn't do yet, right? Double checking. No. Was that, and then did it hit with the bite?
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, it blocked by your.
Not hit with
You have a shield on?
Yeah, I have shield or breastplate. Yeah. And I use
And
a club.
And a club, yeah. And that's all that thing can do, which is a lot. Tane, well, you know, it's kind of only has a few hit points left.
But he put disadvantage on me, so I'm gonna use. I'm gonna as a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike, which gives me advantage on my attack, so that'll negate his disadvantage.
Babutsky got denied.
That was
No, it was a
Gorgio.
Gorgio that got tried to
Or a
hit me
Gorgio.
twice.
A Gorgio. Denied.
And I will attack it.
And Gorgio's my #1 viewer, by the way.
Thank
Oh,
you.
and he critted with an effect, too. Oh, nice. I'm going to let you re-roll that effect. Let me pull that back up.
Yeah.
Well, we're not using XP, so that's not fair. You would get extra XP.
Oh, awesome.
Where is the stupid table? I don't have it handy. Table? Just do a table search. For crit. There it is. Critical hit effect. The target is paralyzed for a round. Well, he's probably going to die anyway, so
You
go
have
ahead.
no idea how much damage I'm gonna do on this because I
Yeah.
get bonus damage too from Zephyr Strike.
That's what I'm saying. He's Yeah, he's dead and paralyzed.
And then because I have Zephyr Strike, I can move additional movement. So I move.
And Gorgio just randomly teleported you on the map. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll move to there.
Azaka. Uh, she's gonna pop out, take a shot at number 1 again with her longbow. And with advantage, she crits as well.
Yes.
Triple damage. Nice. If it survives this shot, it doesn't. So she shoots it in the eyeball, and it goes down. And Page Candle Flame.
Okay. I regret wasting a second level spell. But I'm gonna move that 30 feet. Fuck it.
Just here, let's just put it here, just so it actually has a purpose right now.
Yeah, thanks. And I will use a first level slot to cast Ice Knife at these little fuckers. I think this is the one. I always forget. If it hits, it explodes. Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit the one that's closest to me. I'm gonna try. Oh my god! What the fuck?
You hit.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so it takes 1d10, and then the shard explodes. So then both creatures within 5 feet of where it exploded must make a dex save.
Wait, did you
They're
attack
both dead.
1 or 16? Because 16, 1 was already dead. So I'm assuming you attacked
Was
16.
it?
Yeah, 1 was already dead. He just didn't pull it off the map.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. It still would have hit the other one. Shit. Okay. Do I need to just transfer the damage to the other one?
Hold on, I'm a little behind. Let's see.
I hit the wrong one.
And how much damage did you do?
7.
To number 16. All right, I applied it.
Thank
Well,
you.
Yeah, there we
And then
go.
it failed on
Okay.
its saving, so you do additional
Yeah,
damage.
so now it takes. Sorry, I was reading the spell. 2d6.
Enough to kill it. Boom.
Fuck yeah! Oh my god, I did damage, you guys.
Right?
And Gorogio teleported me somewhere on this map.
Yeah, I was getting ready to move you right to there.
Nice.
So suddenly you're standing next to the falling over dinosaurs as that is the end of that battle. You guys did pretty good.
I will stop concentrating on my stupid flaming sphere. Oh, I never
No, I
put
was gonna cook
concentration
dinner.
on. Oh, okay, I can leave it up. I mean, it's not gonna last that long. I forgot to turn on concentration, but it only lasts for a
You
minute.
can light the campfire at least.
Okay, yeah. If there's wood in there, I will light it.
Yeah,
on.
that's why I put you there. I'm like, let's just
That's
light
sweet.
this thing up. Let's just light this
Thanks.
thing up. All right, I'm gonna
Yay.
unlock your tokens and take you guys out of initiative.
I did something.
And let's take a look at this campsite. You guys determined that this was some flaming fists. So you guys find some kind of intact, still 3 backpacks. A couple of the bedrolls are still in good shape. There's 2 of the skeletons have kind of chewed up on, but still salvageable chain shirts. There's some flaming fists, like symbols on a couple of tunics, like traveling clothes that they would wear. You find some some ink and an ink pen, a knife, a mess kit, some sheets of paper. Somebody was, you know, taking some notes, but the notebook was left out and has been rained on, and everything's all blurred out of it. But you do salvage 10 pieces of paper out of it. There's a roll of hempen rope. There is a spell book from a wizard, and 10 torches and some water skin. They all had a little bit of coin on them, 15 gold, 120 silver, and 40 copper. And I'm going to throw all that into your inventory.
I want to go around and give them last rites.
What's
Since
left
they're
of them?
flaming fists. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
what's
since
left
they're
of
flaming
them?
fists,
Cremate 'em
they'll
with
kick
the
their
demon
skulls
spear?
out into the jungle.
This looks like it might have been, like supplies and stuff. It's been any kind of food sources have been shredded and eaten. Everything's been gnawed on. Bones have been, you can tell by probably the dinosaurs that were here. The spell book has spells in it: Expeditious Retreat, Absorb Elements, Catapult, Find Familiar,
see
Chromatic
that.
Orb, Tasha's Caustic Brew, and Ice Knife.
Yes.
All right, so you can do your due diligence on transferring those spells. Are any of those duplicates of what you have?
Yes. I already know ice knife. I just used it.
And Find Familiar, you already have too.
Yes, but the rest of them, I definitely want to copy into my spell book.
All right, so whenever
Is it-
you can roleplay that out, you're more than
Yeah,
welcome
it
to.
takes downtime and hours and money and stuff.
Is the flaming sphere sitting in the fireplace right now? That's really
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, she kind of started the fire going and then quit concentrating on it.
Yeah, because I mean, it only lasts for 1 minute, so it would have fizzled out by now, especially for like looking around and Juku's doing shit. I mean, important things.
Kicking their skulls into the jungle.
Right, right, right.
Since they're flaming fists, they don't deserve much in the way of last rites.
Dang, harsh, Juku. They're still children
The
of
jungle is
Ubuntu.
a harsh place.
All right, so I took what I do is in a spell book, you're going to copy those spells out and they're going to be gone because you
Right.
transferred them from that
Yeah.
spell book to your spell book. They're gone. But there's 2 more spells in that spell book that were magically put in there. I allow you guys to use those pages as scrolls.
Cool.
Okay, so I took those 2 spells that you said that you weren't going to put in yours, and I put them on the party sheet as scrolls. So
Thanks.
scroll of Find Familiar, and scroll of Ice Knife.
What time of day is it?
It's in the afternoon. This wouldn't be a bad spot to camp, other than there's decaying and dead bodies here. But
Well, we're removing those.
I mean, you can move over, over here or something and camp or whatever.
We are in the jungle. We can use the spell book as toilet paper. It's better than
Whoa!
a leaf.
No, 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 no,
It's easy to carry. It's right there.
no.
Azaka's gonna kind of get up on one of these rocks and kind of
I'm just gonna go ahead and take this spell book before
S-
somebody like
spread
ruins
her
it.
stuff out. She kind of gets her some
Use it
food
to light the
out.
fire.
I'll just use one side and you can still read the spell on the other.
No.
that was pretty cool.
Is mine. I'm so excited.
So I think this is probably a good spot to camp for the night.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see if there's any encounters in the night, and then before I push you guys a long rest. There could be. There very well could be. But you guys can do what you want with all that stuff. Since you're in the jungle, if it's not on your party sheet, I mean, if it's not on your character sheet, then you've left it behind. So if you want anything out of the party sheet, it needs to be on your character sheet. Or I just delete it. And then later, if you get into town, you can drag it back to the party sheet and then sell it, you know. But you gotta lug it. You gotta lug it.
Does anybody want like the parchment and the ink and stuff?
I never learned how to write.
You guys would
Warwick received a
estimate that
magic item in the chat.
this has been here for, you know, a couple months. This camp, these bodies. I'll go ahead and disperse the coins to you guys, though.
This is a poor flaming fist.
Yeah, the flaming fists are not always that rich because they turn in their stuff. But Engorgio just bought Warwick. Or, I'm sorry, was that Matakuri that just bought Warwick a magical item?
Yeah,
Is that what I'm seeing?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Awesome sauce. Thank you, sir.
Let's see. DM screen. Magical table B. There you go. Let's see what you get. Warwick's looking
Can I
around
use my
and
inspiration on this?
to roll with advantage on a table. I don't know how that happens.
Roll twice, be the best one.
You're allowed to use minus or plus 10 to go one way or the other.
A potion of water breathing.
Very nice. Awesome.
Which I have.
I do not have one.
Put it in the party sheet for you.
Okay, I'm done looting. Sorry.
So this is the first time we finally actually took a long rest together. So you see Warwick, once everything at the camp is set up and everything, he sort of kneels down and puts down his little totem. And you see he sort of closes his eyes and I pray on this day to speak to my father, the one who called Kolopaki. Though I am far from his bones, perhaps there is a spirit in these unnamed skies who will find him and honor him with my song. And he'll sort of do this deep, almost like a hum, for about 5 minutes.
Does anyone throw anything at him? He does get mad and he can rage and stuff. So
I break out in Spirit of the Sky song.
No, but while he's doing that, I'm very meticulously putting up my tent and putting up the mosquito netting and making sure my bedroll is just so, and then I will, you know,
he puts the lotion on his skin before he goes to bed.
It puts the lotion in the basket so it doesn't get the hose. But yes, Smedley actually sleeps in a nightgown complete with a stocking cap, straight out of Scrooge.
And on
He
that
just
note,
pulls into his shell.
we are going to get out of here for the night, and we're going to go raid Marbania. So stick around and chat real quick as we go raid Marbania real quick. So But before we get out of here, this game is going to pick up on January 29th. Is the next time we play this one. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have to skip another. It won't be a month until we play it after that, because the 12th I will not be able to run the game, since my family will be in town for my birthday. Supposedly, is the plan right now.
Now that you're 21, is your mom going to buy you a 6-pack of beer?
Yeah, no, a bottle of vodka. A bottle of vodka. Yeah. Gin, vodka. But tomorrow, I was thinking about running a one shot. I don't think I will, but it's a possibility. But Sunday, I will be running against the Giants right here at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then Tuesday, we're back playing Princes of the Apocalypse at 8 o'clock Central. And then on Thursday, I will be playing in Deadlands over on Marbania's stream. And then back here on Friday on my stream, Empire of the Ghouls by DM Matakuri, right there in chat. And then you just rinse and repeat and do all that jazz. But we are going to go over and raid on some Marbania real quick. So I'm gonna get the stream shut
Thanks
down.
for your hard work, Drake.
Thank you
Nice
guys
having you back, team.
for hanging out.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
And say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night, all.
everybody.
See you guys. Stick around, chat. We're gonna go raid. See you, stream.